the second day running, the cryptocurrency market took a bit of a hit, dumping across most altcoins and Bitcoin. But once again, this isn't necessarily bad news. This is an opportunity that many should be taking advantage of, because guess what? The big wallets are. We're going to be breaking down exactly why yet again the market dumped, and why, importantly, this is a bullish and normal journey through a cryptocurrency bull run. Make sure you hit that like button and you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss a beat in this market. With that being said, let's get into this video. So let's start here. As everyone's kind of freaking out in the market, sometimes it's good just to take a breath and understand why. What this chart is showing us right here on the screen is ultimately the short-term holder realized or unrealized profits versus the Bitcoin price. Now, you may note we're going back here to 2021, the top of the previous bull market. Now, you may say, well, hold on a minute, 2-bit. We're up above that line. What does this mean? Well, the difference here is that when the short-term realized price is going down and the actual Bitcoin price is below that, is a bearish move. If it's the opposite way, then we're in a bullish move. And again, the difference between the two absolutely showcases how much bullishness or bearishness there is on the chart. So if you take back here in 2021, as we saw market correction come in, you see the Bitcoin price tumbling below the short-term holder realized price, as basically they dump their bags, and the bigger long-term holders start to dump their bags. The same happened again here after the double top back in 2021, and then we've been all the way down to the bottom of the market 2023 before we start to move back up. Now, what you can see here, and this is ultimately where we are, this gap is big, and it's been very big since early November as the market continues to push to the upside. Yes, a correction's come in, but this is completely normal. So let's talk a little bit about why. Why is everyone freaking out? Why is the market dumping? And ultimately, what do you have to be aware of? Well, the reality is Microsoft decided they're not going to buy Bitcoin. Okay, that's fine. They will eventually. Let's just be clear about this. You can't look at someone like MicroStrategy and understand what they're doing, at the same time have someone like Amazon come in to get involved in the market, and ultimately the OGs, the old school Microsoft shareholders. And if you look at who that is, and more importantly how long they've held it for, these are dinosaurs when it comes to the finance sector. So ultimately the reality is this was always going to be a struggle to get through, hence why they brought the big guns out with Michael Saylor, but even he couldn't get through the line. Now, here's a prediction for you. I think Amazon will do it. In fact, Jeff Bezos himself has been at Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump, and we know that Donald Trump right now is pro-cryptocurrency. So why would he be there, amongst another few things? But it absolutely aligns to me that I think Amazon are going to jump on this like never before. So watch this space. I think it's going to be pretty interesting indeed, especially when Trump talks about his strategic reserve. Now, Bitcoin price maxis are starting to talk about a $300,000 Bitcoin with this in mind. And we only have to probably wait for another 4 weeks until we officially get Trump into office, and he may even start to roll out some of this pro-cryptocurrency innovation as it comes in. Remember, lots of the big mining companies have been scaling up like nobody's business. We know China and Russia are both coming in, but in the US, they have been absolutely buying what they can to make sure that their hash power is aligned. And don't forget, he's going to offer some tax reliefs for big corporations in the US. This could be very bullish. Like I said, lots of people predicting a $300,000 Bitcoin. So let's talk about the craziness though that is cryptocurrency. Again, why is we seeing the market dump? Well, this is another big article. Willow, the state-of-the-art quantum chip. Now, if you've been around in crypto for a while, they believe this is the answer to breaking everything. And ultimately, this will be the undoing of the blockchain. Well, let me just tell you a couple of interesting statistics. First, Willow can reduce errors exponentially as we scale up on more qubits. This cracks a key challenge in quantum error correction that the field has purchased for almost 30 years. If you understand what that means, you're a better person than I am. But what does this mean? Well, the reality here is that 5 minutes would take one of these today's fast supercomputer 10 septillion years, and I think it's 16 qubits is currently what this thing is doing. Now, the question, how many qubits are going to cost us to break the SHA-256 Bitcoin algorithm? Well, good news, millions of physical qubits. So I don't know what the cost of it was, but the reality is Willow's 105 qubits. So 105 qubits on Willow, and it needs to be millions in order to break Bitcoin's SHA-256. I think we're okay. So again, people just freaking out in the market and people taking the opportunity to dump the price and buy back in at a different level. And we've seen that, especially with short-term holders, but more importantly, like we said right at the very start, those long-term holders simply holding the bag. So what does the next couple of days look like? What have we got to look forward to? Well, CPI data is coming tomorrow. It may come in a little bit hotter given the fact that we're in Q4, but I still think we are in for a pretty bullish couple of days into the weekend. And then I think coming out of the other side could be, again, very, very strong. You only have to take a look at what's going on the price, and you understand exactly just why the price is so heavily manipulated, and more importantly, who's buying in. Take a look at the ETF volume as an example, $3.97 billion, and guess what? BlackRock buying even more. Now, Fidelity dumped a huge amount today, 17,600 Bitcoin off their balance sheet, which is, well, it's a significant amount. If you think about it, especially at around the 98,000 mark, which is where we were, is $1.724 billion they decided to dump on the market. But hey, sometimes you just got to make some gains. So what's going on with the price of Bitcoin? Look at this on the 3-day. In my opinion, still looking incredibly bullish right now, and I think there's definitely some more upside. Go to the daily, holding on this 20-day exponential moving average that we talked about the other day with some really good volume and a nice easing off on the RSI. So I expect a nice little push to the upside. Likewise on the 12-hour, came down, retested a slightly bigger EMA at the 50, bounced off again. So again, you can see the market just starting to warm up. Is it going to be another day? I'd like to see us back above 97,000. That's a key level for us as we move into the back end of December. But I certainly think we're in a very good news, as much as people might be freaking out about the market dropping. But think about this. Amazon and many others are coming to buy your Bitcoin. What's your price you're going to sell them at? Let me know what you think in the comments down below of all of this. Let me know what you think of the Microsoft stuff. Very interested to know your thoughts. And as always, don't forget, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.